And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
And welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Terrific program today, folks. I'll take your car questions at 888 Car Clinic right after we talk with James Bell, the Director of Corporate Communications for Kia Motors, who's on the hotline with us from the North American International Auto Show in Detroit with news of the Kia Telluride SUV. James, welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Oh, Bobby, it's a pleasure to hear your voice, and it's great sharing great news with you. So thanks for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure. I hear there's big news from the North American Car of the Year jury. Share with our Car Clinic listeners and viewers all about this award.
Yes, well, a little history was made with the North American Car of the Year jury, as you mentioned. The Kia Telluride, which is a midsize SUV that we launched, I guess, probably back in February, March of 2019. Has just continued to break sales records after record and just knocked the media sideways with its success. And it was named North American SUV of the Year, which is a huge honor for the brand and a big shock sort of to the industry because, you know, the SUV market is really what the American car companies developed and designed. And here we have an upstart from Korea that has captured the imagination, not just of the North American Car of the Year jurors, but also Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Car and Driver's 10 Best list. So we're making history over here, Bobby.
Well, congratulations on the win. The Kia Telluride SUV really has been racking up a lot of awards, as you say. What makes the Telluride so special? It's just amazing. And as you said, there's a lot of OEMs, a lot of car manufacturers are saying, what are they doing over there at Kia that's working so well?
Well, you know, I think it's a combination of two things. It's a sense of value. You know, Kia is always delivering on that. And this vehicle is fully loaded up. You can't make it more than $50,000. And it's taking on products from a technology and performance and kind of design perspective that are twice the price. I mean, we have a lot of people that compare it to Range Rovers, you know, again, at less than $50,000. So I think that's part of it. The value story is there, but it's also just the way the car drives. You know, we have a gentleman by the name of Albert Bierman, who was the chief engineer for BMW's M division for many years, joined Kia maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. And we call it the Bierman effect. He basically signs off on the most or the best state of tune for the vehicle from a performance and handling and overall feel perspective. And I think that what people love about the Telluride is, like I say, it looks the part, it's a great value, but then it drives the part. It's very, I like to say it's like a professional athlete. It's very coordinated. You know, it's just easy to drive, but fun to drive. And that is just a winning combination.
Well, obviously, it's a winning combination. What really amazes me, and I've watched the notoriety, I've watched how the public has received this vehicle, and I'll see the commercials on television, and I think of you, and I think of the Kia the corporate guys as well. But, you know, James, what I see is I see a vehicle that, for the most part, delivers what all the other SUVs are delivering at 60% of the price. I mean, you're talking, and you said Range Rover, now you're talking a lot of bucks there. It just appears to me that Kia's got their act together. Folks, we're talking with Kia's Director of Corporate Communications, James Bell. Share with some of the packages, the technology, and the cargo space. How does that stack up against the other guys?
Well, you know, when you look at the design from the outside, we like to call it big, bold, and boxy. You know, a lot of the newer SUVs are kind of catering more to design, a little more swoopy angles and things like that, which are nice, but they ultimately then impact interior space. You know, the boxier the vehicle is on the outside, the more space you can then utilize on the inside. And so the Telluride has done an amazing job on that. It's a up to an 8-passenger vehicle with still lots of good room in the very back of the vehicle if you know, coming from the airport with a full load of folks. So it definitely maximizes the exterior design to maximize the interior space. And technology, it's our most autonomous vehicle, if you will. It's at level 3 now, so it isn't that you can jump in and push a button and then climb in the back seat and take a nap. but it is Kia's very latest and very most aggressive technology for, keeping the vehicle in lane, monitoring other vehicles around you, basically having eyes and ears, if you will, on the road, 360 degrees at all times. So it's a very safe vehicle, a very spacious vehicle, and very comfortable to drive. So it's all there.
Got it. Just one last question, if I could ever have just one last question, James. Is this an imported car that's made elsewhere? Or, tell us the story about the origin and where it's manufactured and what's going on in that neck of the woods.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Bobby. So, yes, this vehicle was designed in the U.S., is being built in the U.S. for the U.S. market. So it's designed just across the street from where I am right now at our design center here in Irvine, California, by several Americans who are really big into the action sports space. So they wanted, plenty of room for their things, but then also have that fun kind of off-road attitude. It's then built at our facility in West Point, Georgia, where we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary and continue to make award-winning products out of that facility. And then, as I say, sold to the U.S. market. We are also importing a small amount of them to the Middle East because they also like vehicles of this kind of toughness and attitude. But, designed, built, and made for the American marketplace.
Well, certainly in the length of time, which has been very short for the Telluride's introduction to the market, to the point that it received this car. Folks, this is the car SUV of the year at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. And that's like, okay, Kia has arrived, and James Bell, certainly I always love it when you arrive right here on us and with us at Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Thanks for joining us today. And again, hats off to all the folks in California and in Georgia where they make the Kia Telluride that's made in the USA and delivered to Americans. That's pretty cool. Thanks.
Thank you, Bobby.